right, so I'm going to demonstrate Nightingale. It's from a Safari Piano Repertoire Book Level 3, written by Katherine and Isaiah Fisher. I love the magical quality of this piece, and I want to address some of the technical challenges that might occur when you're practicing it. First of all, what I want you to notice is that you have 3 different arm positions that you're going to make sure you find before you actually play the piece. So you have the low bass C and D, and I don't know if you can see my whole arm, probably not, but it feels very much like it's supporting both 1 and 2. It's very much on an angle to the piano. And then I have that similar angle here, okay, and also it's not quite as pronounced here. It's going to be slightly more straight to the keys, but then it's going to come out to the A. All right, so when I get that angle, it really will help me to resist the need to stretch between 2 and 3. I don't want to play it like that. That allows the fingers to stretch. I want to make sure the fingers feel like they're dropping along the way. The left hand is very basic. It's just C, G, and you probably can't see that entire thing, so let me just move it over a little bit here. It's left, right, left, right. That's all it is. Right hand is going to come and play, make sure you're directly behind the thumb with your arm. And here's a great way to check that you're not twisting. Play the thumb down, arm is directly behind it, and can you wave bye-bye with those fingers? This is a great way to check. All right. So you've got left, right, and then right hand's going to play thumb, come out. That's quite an out there between 1 and 2. You're going to walk the arm across and walk the arm across again and roll back into place. So in quick motion, it looks like roll, step, step, with a little roll on the pinky. Roll, step, step, roll, step. Then you want to add a little height to it with your elbow, coming a little bit taller, or think elbow to the tip of the 3rd finger. And that really smooths out the amount of space that you need between the notes. And then I'm going to practice that here, but it's slightly different on the last time you do it. The last time you do it, in this passage on measure 4, the right hand's going to play 1, 2, but it's not doing the F. It's coming across to the G. Okay, so there's a little undershape. We call it an undershape. It's just across. Now, how much across? Just play the 5 and 4 together to determine where your arm needs to be, where it's supporting both those fingers equally. And you won't be straight to the piano. You're coming a big out between 1 and 2 with a roll on the thumb. Okay, so the whole thing looks, move the camera over just a little bit again, like this. Left hand across and out. Now when the left hand comes across, it's such a beautiful and magical moment in the piece. I'm taking this over, and I'm very much at an angle to the piano here. You see that? I'm not doing this. That's a twist. So my left hand, in order to figure out where it needs to be, I'll just play 5, 4, and 2 together, and maybe even the 1, and you'll see my 1 is very much on the edge of the key here. And my arm is equally supporting all 4 of those fingers. And then I just roll, step, step, step. The roll allows my arm to keep going. All right, so here's the 3rd and 4th measure. Go across. So all 4 measures again on the 2nd page stay exactly the same. Here's measure 5. So I'm going to scoot the camera over just a little bit to show you measure 9. In measure 9, you have the essence of a C major scale. Now, here is a very incorrect way to play it. see a lot of pianists do that, is very tense and the fingers are working individually instead of as a group. The first thing I'm going to do when I play this scale is find my arm directly behind the 5. So my arm is supporting that 5 completely. Feels fantastic. It feels like I got a power pinky. And then I'm going to come and I'm going to roll, step, 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 roll, step, step, step. So as I come and play the first 5 notes of the scale, the biggest out is between 5 and 4. Little out to 3 and an up and down. I want to feel this shape as 1. As soon as I do that, my fingers are already gently crossing over and another roll. So here's the whole scale. My fingers are always with me, dropping as a unit. Okay, so we got the scale coming out and up to 3 and down to the thumb, completely crossed immediately over, and then up and out a little to the 3 and down. You have out and down, out and down. Okay, now this has moved across. Again, I'm here with A and G on my arm to determine how much across I need to be. And I'm making sure I'm rolling on 3 and 1 and 3 again. So essentially, you're covering the distance of an octave here. And you want to make sure you do it by continuously moving the arm across. Okay, that's the other big challenge. And then it's pretty much, you have these gorgeous intervals here at measure 13, 6th. Okay, again, when I play an interval, I'm making sure my arm is directly in between those 2 notes. You can't really see, but my elbow is shifting over for every interval that I play, and my thumb and my 5 feel completely supported, and these feel very weightless. And so I would check that out as well. Your last set of passage work gets quite high up. So looking at measure 21 to the end, I'll scooch the camera over a little bit. So you have the same gorgeous passage. Again, left, right, across. And then I'm moving here again. And I look carefully at the direction of my fingers. They're at an angle to the piano. They are not this. Okay? That's very important because I want to get that left, right with my arm. My right arm is going to be fairly straight to the keys here, like coming across to that G, okay? And then we have this beautiful, peaceful chord where I'm feeling both notes are very much supported, and then taking that rainbow arm, and of course you can't see, but going all the way to the end. All right, so I'm going to play the entire piece because I love it, and you can kind of at least see the motions of the notes. Now, if you don't read these notes, the ledger lines are, now you have an idea of where they are on the keys, right? All right, Nightingale. And actually, this is going to be a little higher than I originally demonstrated.